Hello, 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 my friends. Tony Profit here with you from tonyprofit.com/blog. That's tonyprofit.com/blog. And today, my friend, I am going to be discussing with you an amazing tool that Facebook just recently released, and it's called Facebook Lead Ads. And today, my friend, and if you give me one second, hang on an amazing tool that Facebook just recently released, and it's called Facebook Lead Ads. And today, my friend, if you give me one second, hang on. An amazing tool that Facebook just recently released, and it's called Facebook Lead Ads. Okay, that's exciting. I forgot to turn down the volume on the replay that I watched to make sure that you guys are live with me here before I move on and I start giving such good value and I'm not with you live. So anyway, now thanks for that. Was a nice little pattern interrupt there for you right at the beginning of this conversation with you. Anyway, what is Facebook lead ads and how can you use it in your business to help you grow your business, whether it's online or offline? This, my friends, I'm really shocked when I actually heard about this, that Facebook is actually releasing this or has already released this. I was shocked that they actually are starting doing this. So I guess Facebook is finally getting with the program and understanding that online marketers, offline marketers, marketing in general is a good thing, and people, not only is Facebook going to make a lot of money, but it's also a tool that a lot of people can use, like yourself, to build your online and offline business. So basically, everything you need to know about Facebook lead ads. It's really not complicated, okay? I know people are out there saying, oh, it's really complicated. It's really not complicated to set one of these things, a Facebook lead ad up. Now, there is a couple of things that are quote unquote complicating. And the one thing that is a little bit complicating is the fact once you create your lead ad and once you have leads coming in, how you need to go and download those lead into a CSV file and then take that CSV file and upload it into your autoresponder, which, if you are listening to the sound of my voice, we actually have that taken care of. We're actually going to show you how you don't need to go through all of that mess, and you could actually have this thing streamlined where it would actually, once your lead comes to your Facebook lead ad, they just two simple clicks, 1, 2, they click on it, they go directly to your autoresponder and they would automatically be added directly to your lead ad. But that's not what we're talking about here. I'm referring to everything you need to know about Facebook lead ads. Now, what is a lead ad? If you go to Facebook's own explanation, you'll see it right here. It's called lead ads. You do, as of this recording, you do need to use Facebook's Power Editor. That's as of this recording. You do need to use Facebook Power Editor. Now, a lot of people say that Facebook Power Editor is complicating. It's really not if you take the time to go in there, and you can't break it, but to go in there and play with it, okay? If you go in there and use it and get to understand it, you could probably learn Facebook Power Editor. And if you're part of our team, if you're part of our asecretformula.com team, we actually do some trainings every week, and we touch on things that our team wants to learn, and they say, hey, I'm really learning to, I got this, and I'm really trying to understand a little bit more. And what we do once a week, my partner and I, we put together a little training that we do, and that's in your back office that you'll have access to. But anyway, I digress. That's not what we're talking about here. So go to Facebook's own explanation. It goes into detail on what it is. Now, one thing I want to make sure you understand is that you must use the Power Editor as of this recording. Okay. So what I did is I set up the Power Editor. This is not an ad camp. This is not a program. This is not ad Power Editor that I'm currently using. I'm using another one, but this is one that I had, and I didn't want to go and create another Facebook account and all that good stuff. So I was using this one for right now, but this is not being used. So I just want to basically show you how easy it is. You can actually go in here. You want to select on lead generation because that's what we're doing here. You enter the name of the campaign that you want to create. So it's a ads for, I don't know, just do whatever you want. You could put there. It's an auction type. You want to choose an ad set. So you want to create one. So ads for test. Now you don't want to type what I'm typing, okay? Because you definitely want to, if you're actually creating an ad, then you want to go and make sure you do this the correct way. So you want to go for ads for test. Okay, whatever. You want to create the ad. Now I'm not going to create an ad here, okay? But I'm going to show you how I actually am, I do this here. So I'm going to show you here how to do this. Um, it's really not that hard, okay? So just don't complicate it. So what you want to do is you want to select, I have a bunch of these. Let's say I want to use the Online Traffic Institute. You want to check out that page. I put a lot of stuff on there. Online Traffic Institute. Let's just say, for instance, you want to use $10 a day. I know you're probably saying I can't afford $10 a day. Whatever. This, if you can, but whatever. I think that the minimum is $2 is the least that you can put in here. I believe that's what it is. We always do 5 or 10 or $20 a day. Then you want to go through here. You don't need to really touch any of this. So just leave this alone, but you want to go in here and you select your audience. Okay, so if you have an audience, you definitely want to go in here and you want to select this. You click on edit, and you want to put in this, the country that you're going after, the age that you're going after. And never ever do I go after 18-year-olds, and I don't ever go after 65. So just select the age here that you want to select, whether you want to go for men or women, whatever. Like I said, I'm not creating an ad, but I just want to basically show you how you do this. You select the audience that you're going to go after, your detailed targeted audience. Now, if you don't understand this, and this is a little bit like way out there for you, I actually am creating a course where I'm sharing it with those folks that are in our asecretformula.com team. If you're on our asecretformula.com team, then obviously you know about this. We're doing this live, and courses, you buy them. Some of these courses, you buy them and they're outdated. So we figured, you know what? I was going to put together a course and then sell it for $997. But I thought, nah, how about if we just do it like a weekly thing, and you earn as you learn, and you go through it, and we're learning together. How's that? Now, there is a course that you can buy, which is not available to the actual public. So if you're not part of our asecretformula.com team, this is not going to be available to you. So I don't even know why I'm bringing it up. But anyway, so but I digress. But anyway, you go in here and you create the ad. And then what you want to do now, this is some other advanced stuff here. Like I said, we'll be going over some of this stuff in our weekly masterminds. But for now, this is basically just showing you how to quickly set one of these up. So now you have this set up. This is your ad set. Okay. And I'm going to be teaching some really advanced stuff. If I showed you my other Power Editor, you'll see what I'm talking about, where we have this really streamlined. I mean, I can tell you if they were on a mobile device. I can tell you if they were on a computer when they clicked on my ads, and I can be able to go in here. You'll see there's like a long list of stuff here on my other Power Editor, and I'm able to go in here and say, okay, this one's not working, click it off. This one's not working, click it off. And then whichever one is working, then you take it and ramp it up. So then you need to go in here, just click this little pencil. This is all set right here. It's got to go to your mobile newsfeed, because that's what this is all about. And you're actually collecting leads, okay? And there's some other advanced stuff here, which I won't go into right now. Then you want to create your ad. So you have your pencil here, and you want to go in here, and you just want to, this is your lead form, okay? So you want to create your lead form. This is where you can go in here and you want to name your lead form. So let's just say my lead form. Okay, don't name it like I'm naming it. I'm just doing this to teach you. So English, whatever your language is. I have some friends of mine, they're actually doing it in Italian. I have some other friends of mine, they're actually doing it in Spanish. They're really, really using what we're teaching them here, more advanced, but But anyway, you have here, you can put in your full name, their email address. You could even add questions if you'd like. You can ask them what the year of their car is if you're selling a warranty or something like that. A car dealership, if you have a car dealership. Remember I told you online or offline? If you have a car dealership, you can have a car dealership, what dealership they usually go to. Education, you can find out what their course interest is, field of study. It's kind of cool because I'm actually implementing something here. I'm actually doing something with this particular thing here for our online business. But annual mileage if you're an auto insurance thing. So you can actually go through here. You have more options that you can say. Usually, I don't like to ask people for their full name. I'll just say, give me your first name. This way, if I just call you by your first name, hey, Tom, and I have your email and your first name. In some cases, I actually do ask for telephone numbers. I actually would ask for a telephone number, but it's said that if you ask for too many things, more than two things, usually you'll lose that person. So we're testing this. So just for whatever you want, it's up to you. You want to ask what their marital status is, if they've been in the military or whatever. I have some friends of mine, they're actually in the military and they're building a home-based business in the military. So they actually come from that angle. So they're using this right here. And then you click next. Now, you have to have a privacy policy. I already have my own privacy policy. If you don't have a privacy policy, my friend Wilco actually put together something where you could actually, and I can share this with you if you become part of our team. I actually can show you where you can get and create a privacy policy for free, on for your website. So let me see if I remember what our privacy policy is. I should have had this already set up, but I didn't. So, which is okay because you guys are learning here as I'm doing this. I believe it's called privacy. PHP, I believe that's what it is. But anyway, it's privacy, and then put your privacy policy in there. Make sure that you need that. They will not let you. They will not let you process this unless you have a privacy policy. They will check. And here you want to put in once they answer your questions. Okay. Once the person comes and answers your question, you're only allowed 3 questions. Once they answer your 3 questions, where do you want to send them? Once they answer that stuff, where do you want to send them? Here's where you want to get creative, okay? I'm going to give you a little nugget. I wasn't going to share this, but I'm going to give you a little nugget here. Do not send them to something where they have to buy something right away. I would say send them to a video of you, so they get to know, like, and trust you, or something like that. But I will not go into that deeper. That is something that we teach in our advanced mastermind class. And this is why I always tell people, hey, man, who are you buying from? Are you buying from somebody that really cares about you and wants you to prosper and wants you to get ahead? Or are you just buying from somebody that you get the product and boom, they're gone? No, you're going to hear from me. I share stuff with you. We have a weekly class. If depending on what your levels are and where you're at, you have better access, higher access, etc. But anyway, I digress. So let's just say, for instance, I'm going to send people to, once they fill in the form, that I send them to asecretformula.com, which is our main, where we get people started, especially if you have no idea how to market online and no idea how to build a business. Then obviously I want to share something with you that it's going to benefit you. So we want to take baby steps. If it's okay with you, if you don't mind, let me digress here a little bit. If you're going to do a business, if you have an online business, offline business, whatever, but we're just focusing now on online business. Let's say you're just getting started and you never placed a Facebook ad. You never did any kind of advertising whatsoever, but you have a business right now, an online business, internet marketing type internet business that is just floundering. You need to learn how to market. And what's happening a lot right now is people are being bombarded with ways of advertising and they don't know. They're trying to learn everything in one day. My friend, if I could share something with you right now, and I hope that you're listening to the sound of my voice, you hear, if you get anything out of what I'm teaching you today, is this. Do not try to think you're going to learn everything in one day. Rome wasn't built in one day. So take this in steps. I know that I get people that say to me, but Tony, I want to quit my job, blah, blah, blah. And I understand that, okay? Because I wanted to do the same thing back in 97. So I understand your pain and I understand what you're trying to do. But please, if you can just listen to one thing I teach you today is don't try to build your business in one day. Don't try to learn everything in one day. Now, there are 3 things that I do tell people that you need to focus on. All right. But then again, those 3 things that you're going to focus on, I'm not telling you you're going to learn them all in one day either. Okay. So the thing is, there are 3 things in business, whether it's online business or offline business. There's 3 things that I tell people you should need to learn. And that is PPC. Okay. Pay-per-click, which is Google pay-per-click. And you want to learn Facebook and you want to learn YouTube. Okay. Now, you're not going to learn all that stuff in one day, and that's okay, because if you're part of our team, if you're part of our mastermind, then you'll have this stuff coming to you in little by little, not all in one shot. Now, I have friends of mine and people that tell me, Tony, I'm a lot like you, where I devour things. I'll spend hours and hours learning things and then implementing as I'm learning. So, okay, that's how I learned this. This is how I learned Facebook lead ads. This is exactly how I learned it. I went in, I saw, oh, wow, I was running an ad and I said, hey, wait, what's this? And I clicked it and I went in there and I started playing around with it. Now, my first couple of ads flopped. That's okay. But the first couple of ads flopped, and I learn it. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you something to do something if I myself am not doing it. Okay. So then, anyway, I digressed a little bit there. So let's say for instance, in this case, I want them to go to asecretformula.com. All right. If you're a beginner marketer, you definitely want to go there yourself, and you want to become part of our family. So you click next. Now, before you create the form, I would recommend that you go up here and click next. Okay, and you want to see that your questions and questions and answers that you had set up here are working here, that you have this right here. Okay, so you basically, here's what the form details is. What it's going to be. It's the name and the language, and this is what it's going to ask them for: their email and their first name. Allow, if you have their full name, whatever you ask for, if it's a phone number, it'll show up here too. All right, so this is basically how it's going to show up on their cell phone. So you just want to create the form. Okay, now the form is created. Okay, now if you see, here's your other lead forms. I don't have any set up, but on my other account I do. But here's where you come to get your other lead form. So there's right here. All right, so now what you want to do is to continue on here is you want to put your text in here, your ad text. You want to put whatever that is, your ad text in here. I sure hopefully you're not making an ad and doing what I'm typing in, what I'm putting here. And then your headlines, you want to make it catchy. We'll talk about this in the mastermind. A lot of stuff. We'll talk about headlines and how important they are. Headlines are very, 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 very important. As a matter of fact, the headline to this video is probably what brought you here, didn't it? Think about that for a second. You probably weren't even thinking about that, but you are now because I'm asking you to think about it. The headline to this very video is what brought you here. Yes, you, the one that's listening to the sound of my voice right now, is why you're watching this, is because the headline caught your attention and you say, hey, I'm looking about this. I want to learn how to do this. You probably did some type of a search and said, hey, what is Facebook lead ads and how do I implement this in my business? And here you are right now. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. So you put in your powerful, your powerful headline here. Okay. Actually, this is funny. You hear me laughing because I actually did a training on something before, and the person did exactly what I typed, and I didn't mention don't type what I'm typing into your headline and stuff. And that person did that, and it was kind of hilarious, but not for them. They weren't laughing, but I was. And then here is, you want to put your newsfeed link. There's a newsfeed link goes in here. If you don't understand any of this stuff, then like I said, make sure you get in contact with me somehow. And then here is your display URL. Let's say if I want asecretformula.com to show up. Whoops, not com.com. Let's say I want a secret formula to show up, and then you want to select an image. So select an image here. Whatever image you have available here that you want to put into your ad. I can't really see these. I don't know what's going on here, but I really can't see that. So anyway, it's untitled. It's probably not the right size, but anyway, and over here, this is really cool. Facebook is doing a really cool thing right now. If your image is too big, I think this is another nugget. So it's good that you're on here watching and listening to the sound of my voice live. Facebook is getting very, very is very smart, knows exactly what you're doing. Facebook knows that I created this video, that I'm doing this hangout for you. Facebook knows all this crap, and it's kind of scary, but then that's just the way it is. But Facebook will actually tell you right here. If you look right here, Facebook, this will show up red. If the video or image, if the image that you're using here is too big and it doesn't, or it has too many words on it or anything like that, too many words, too much information on it, Facebook will let you know that right away, right here. So what's cool is they're actually able to allow your ad to go live quicker because of this, because the actual platform is going in and checking a couple of things prior to it going to a live person, and then the live person putting through your ad. I believe I'm not sure about this, but I believe Facebook is doing a lot of this stuff, streamlining this, a lot of this stuff, and they're able to do it without having somebody live in person do it. And then later on, once your ad's been running for a while, this is why I tell you, make sure you do it right the first time, because when a live person comes, they come in and they query all the ads out there on Facebook land. They'll see something, and I had this happen to me, and I had it happen to a few of my friends, where associates, where their ad has been running for like 3 or 4 days, and then all of a sudden Facebook comes in, smacks them, and say, "No, that's not a good ad. Here, the damn thing's been running for 3 days." But see, that's what happens because Facebook has an algorithm, or however you say that word, written into their code where it'll go ahead and allow the ad to go live, and then later on somebody comes in the background and checks it, and that's why a lot of times people's ads are getting smacked. But anyway, I digress. So your call to action, you want to click a call to action that is applicable to your ad. Okay, so let's say, for instance, if you're an insurance person and you're saying, "Hey, I have some awesome deal on my insurance," or whatever, then you would put get quote, and it's applicable to your ad. Okay, so that's what you want to add here. You want to get this, whatever is applicable to you, and that's what you want to do. Subscribe to a newsletter, then you would select subscribe. Okay, now if you don't have, this is a little bit advanced, and I teach about this a little bit later on. If you don't have a tracking conversion, then, I do like to track everything. I just don't like throwing my money out the window. Then you would go in here. If you have a tracking conversion thing already set up, then you would go in here and select it. But for now, I'm just going to leave that the way it is. So that's it. I'm done. The ad is done. You'll see the ad show up over here. If I did an appropriate ad, you would see it show up over here. You don't see it show up over here because it's not a real ad. I'm just helping you to understand how easy it really is to create a Facebook ad using a power editor. And then what you would do is you got to make sure you do this. Otherwise, it will not go up. If you don't click this, the ad will not go live. So you want to make sure you click here and send the ad up to your ads manager. And once it's in your ads manager, then you'll be able to see how everything is going with your leads. All right. Now, so that is everything basically in a nutshell that you need to know about Facebook lead ads. The one cool thing, this is what I love about this. I'm telling you, I think Facebook, between you and me and everybody else that's listening to the sound of my voice, I think Facebook is finally realizing that they could not only help people a lot, they can benefit because more people are going to start advertising. You're going to hear a lot about this lead ad thing. I'm telling you right now, you're going to hear a lot about it because it's so simple that in 2 simple taps and the person's on your list. Okay. Now, I must be honest with you because I like to be transparent. There is a setback to lead ads. There is a setback, but don't worry, we have you covered. When you set up a lead ad like this and you do nothing else, all you do is set up the ad, the leads are kept on Facebook, okay? You need to go into Facebook and you need to download the CSV file. We're doing a training on this in a couple of weeks with this, but you'll need to go in and download your CSV file and then upload it to your autoresponder. Now, if you have Aweber or GetResponse, I'm not sure if they'll allow you to do that. I know that Aweber is being a little bit weird. I know Aweber has always been weird. They will not let you just upload it to Aweber. And GetResponse, I believe it's the same thing. The reason why I say I don't know is because I have my own autoresponder, and I'm actually teaching and training those folks that are in our asecretformula.com family. I'm actually teaching them how to start gaining control of your autoresponder and begin to have control of your business. Okay. But anyway, once you run an ad, let's say, for instance, this is the ad right here that you just ran. Okay. Let's say, okay, this is the ad you ran. Let me see if I can make this a little, whoops. What did I do? What did I do? Darn it. What did I do? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can make this big for you again. Ugh. There we go. All right. So let's say this is the ad you just placed. Okay. Right here. This is your ad. And this is what they see. They pull someone's on their cell phone. It's proven that most people that are on Facebook a large majority, I just did a call earlier today, the large majority, a huge population is on Facebook on their cell phones. A huge population has Facebook on their cell phones 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A huge majority of people get up in the morning and the first thing they look at is at their Facebook. And they do it from their cell phone. Why? They didn't even get up out of the bed yet. It's proven. So the thing is that you can actually have your ad seen by the person who is on your particular ad on their phone. You can get their information directly with two simple taps. As soon as that person hits your ad, once they click your ad, they click this button right here, bam, their name and their email shows right up on the ad. It's like they don't even need to type anything. Imagine building your business right now, whatever business it is, and not having to put together any kind of opt-in forms on a website, quote unquote website, or a landing page. You can just basically use this, send it out. People go 2 clicks, boom, boom, done. And they submit it, success, they're on your list. Now you can start building a relationship with that person through this ad that you just did. Now that you can get anything here, you can see this. Let's say, for instance, you want to. This is really cool. This just came to me. Say, for instance, you have a actual physical item that you send out to people. You could literally do this all from Facebook. You send the link, they go here, and there's actually a real advanced strategy where I'm not going to share it with you here because for those people that get connect leads through our link, which you can get that if you click on the link down below this video, you'll have access to this really ninja strategy, which is not available through Facebook right now. And that is where you'll actually be able to place your ad that you create here on to a desktop where people can see it on the desktop newsfeed also. But that's awesome. And then here is the stuff that we just discussed. Now, if you want a copy of this PDF, when you opt in below, we'll have this sent over to you. But I wanted to show you something that I am using myself, which is called Connect Leads. Now, as of this recording, and if you're on here now watching and listening to the sound of my voice and you're listening to this live, this thing just launched today, okay? And it's powerful. If you are a serious marketer and you really want to dominate Facebook and in your business and in your niche, you want to be able to use tools that are going to help your business to get ahead. And this tool right here is a tool that I'm using. Okay. So I'm not telling you to go buy something just so I can quote unquote make a commission on it. Okay. Yeah, we'll make a commission, but that's not why we're doing this. Okay. I just want to be able to share something with you because the thing that really caught my attention about this is all of the connections. See, now we use this one right here, okay? And this one here is not a big boy like all of these over here. Like, some of these I don't even know. But anyway, like Constant Contact, Get Response, and Webinar Jam, and some of these other ones here. There's so many, Infusionsoft, Office Autopilot, Entreport, which is my mentor uses this one. This is very expensive. But anyway, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that it connects with all of these autoresponders. If you go and run a lead ad in Facebook, and that's all you do, you're not going to get your lead directly into your autoresponder unless you have a powerful program like Connect Leads. And this is why I'm telling you, if you get the Connect Leads through our link down below, get this, you'll have the ability to connect this so that when you do run your lead ads, you can go in and have your leads automatically put into your autoresponder. And then you don't need to worry about, oh, damn, I got to go and pull my leads down and then upload them up into my autoresponder. It's done for you. Streamlined. Okay. So what can you do? What can you use lead ads for? Well, like I told you earlier, you can get newsletter signups. You can promote a webinar. You can actually do coupons and kind of sweepstakes. I mean, I alluded to some of it also, where you can do almost anything. You can go in and you can have it if you're an insurance company, if you're a realtor, if you're a real estate investor, if whatever, you have a corner store, you can run sweepstakes and whatever for your local business. You can do that. But that's the power. And this is where Facebook is going right now in 2015 and on, is they're heading in this direction where now you could really streamline your business in as little as 4 or 5 simple steps. And I showed you how I went in and I created that really quickly. And, you know, in 4 or 5 or 6 steps, this is where basically you would stop. But if you are like me, which I'm sure you are, if you are a serious marketer and you would like to become a serious marketer, then you understand that you definitely want to control your list. So you want to connect your autoresponder with your lead ads. And the only way to do that, as I'm speaking to you right now, is through Connect Leads. Now, maybe you're like me, and I remember I asked Wilco this last week. I said, Wilco, is this going to have my Facebook account shut down because I'm going in connecting an API, quote unquote API, Facebook's API? And I'm going to tell you something. No. The cool thing is that this is Facebook 100% approved. Facebook went in, saw this, and Facebook approved this software. So you do not have to worry about your Facebook account being shut down because you're using Connect Leads. Okay. So don't worry about that. This is 100% Facebook approved. And actually, the company that is promoting this, Wilco's company, is one of the only companies, very few companies have access to the API. I'm not saying you can't get access to it, but you have to go through a lot of hoops and stuff like that to get API approval, which most people, maybe you that are listening to the sound of my voice, that's way beyond your realm and you don't need that. You don't need to worry about that because this tool will connect through Facebook's API and you don't need to worry about anything else. It'll do it for you streamlined. So with that being said, like I said, if you have any questions or you would like to be able to connect with me and my team and be able to work, not only just buying something from someone, but you actually connect with a family, with a team that is working in the same direction, then make sure you get over to asecretformula.com, asecretformula.com, and muchneededtool.com, muchneededtool.com. Those are the only two things that I promote. Okay, so there you have it, asecretformula.com or muchneededtool.com. But if you want to read the blog about this, the tool that I just was sharing with you, which is called Connect Leads, just head over to my blog. The blog is right here. You'll see it. The blog is at tonyprofit.com/blog. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's very rare that I'll do something like this on a Friday, which is what the day that I'm recording this. And if you're watching this after the fact, well, then just know that I recorded this on a Friday. And I just want you to have a wonderful day if it's not the weekend for you. We're coming up on the holidays, and it's my prayer that you make to 2015, the rest of it, an amazing year, and the oncoming years, 2016 and on, the best years of your life. And hopefully we can connect, and hopefully one day we'll meet personally, or we connect and we work together somehow through the other websites that I mentioned to you. But like I said, go ahead and check out the blog. It's at tonyprofit.com/blog. You want to get over here and read this, and then you'll be able to order your Connect Leads right here from this page. All right. With that being said, you take care. You have a wonderful weekend. God bless, and bye for now.